If every minute spent on organizing is an hour earned, according to Benjamin Franklin, I should have a good couple of weeks coming to me because I've really been going crazy organizing lately, both at my home and at the store. So, before I show you the next slide, tell me you guys have messes sometimes that get out of control at your house too, and I'll feel better. Now, this isn't the worst of it, but this is kind of like the Princess and the Pea. We ended up with two box springs and two mattresses and nowhere to put them, so they've been piled up in our spare room, office, sewing room for quite a while, so it's time to do something about it. Now, you did miss the mess that was on top of there. Ha! There were lots of pillows and all kinds of things that needed to be gone through and just organized, got rid of some that we didn't need. In addition to that, when the mattresses were removed, it was a reminder that under the bed was full of all kinds of things that we've been stashing away under there. So that had to be gone through as well. So some of it's mine, some of it's my husband's. There were treasures that we found that we were missing and wondering where they were. So it was a good cleansing experience. Definitely not over yet, but we got our mattress back. And now I have a box spring that I'm going to tear apart. We did let the mattress go with the garbage, but I'm such a hoarder, I cannot let all this wood and those bed springs go to waste. So we may do something in the garden with the bed springs and use it as sort of a trellis. But either way, I can't see that going into the garbage, so I'm going to repurpose the wood and the bed springs. In addition to the organization going on at the house, I'm also working on recreating a workspace. So I think I showed you this picture before, but this is really my inspiration. I pulled this picture from Pinterest, and I have all kinds of really cool storage pieces that I'm going to show you, but I'm just thinking about this kind of a setup in my new space. So I'm excited about putting that together. Both projects go hand in hand because some of the storage pieces from the house will go into the new space, and also some of the pieces from there will come home to organize at the house. But check this out. This was one of my finds at a Delaware antique shop. This is the back of it, but it's an old die display that was in stores. I really need to restore that paper on there because it's about to come off, but it is such a cool piece. So check it out. Here's what it looks like inside, and I'll give you a close-up. This is what it looks like when it's closed, and then you open it up, and obviously you can see that a lot of that paper is missing, but look at all these little cubbies, and they still have the little tags on with the color names. So I'm not exactly sure what function this is going to have, but I see it sitting at my desk. I could use the colors as pens or something like that, but either way, I'm going to think of something good. What would you do with it? Let me know in the comments if you have any ideas. Now, you may have seen me do this piece before, and I showed you how to paint and make a stock cabinet. I got this one from Amazon. Looked like a really nice furniture piece. So I think that'll fit well in my inspiration room. So I've had this one done, but then I got another one from Michael's. I also did these IKEA cubbies from in a video on a Tuesday talk one night and just simply stamped them. And they have stamps and little inks in there. So I think I'll just keep those, and they'll hang around. Maybe they'll get separated and put on a shelf, but I still like them. I think they look pretty cool. Really, I just stack them together to save space, but they don't need to remain that way. Here's the one I got from Michael's, and it's just a different size. I found my 12 by 12 stamps and papers weren't fitting in the other one. I will tell you that the one I got from Amazon is much better quality than this one that I got from Michael's. It really was disappointing. The hardware was cheap. that to put it together with, and also it had plastic drawer glides. I love Michael's, but I didn't really recommend that piece. I like the Amazon one much better. So I had this basket in my stash, and I'm starting to organize everything. So my large stamps are going in there, or my molds rather, the ones that are too big to go in this other storage piece that I have. I picked this piece up for $5 at a yard sale, and I just love it. And it holds all my smaller molds. The divider in the back will slide, so it's kind of meant to be an index box, but it's a nice big one, and I really like it. So the basket has some of my already made molds and some of my new ones, but I'm just organizing everything using those little library card holders and identifying the contents inside. So I'm looking forward to my new organized life. Here's one of the treasures I found. I love the floral notebook, and I'll use this to space plan. It's obvious I love florals, so that goes perfect with my laptop where I used a transfer to decorate it. But I just love finding things in these treasures. That book was never used, and it's pretty cool. Does anyone else like writing in a nice book with a nice pen? Another floral organizer is a clipboard. I use clipboards a lot whenever I'm doing inventory or things that working with one of my brides with the consult. But anyway, that was just old wrapping paper that I decoupaged onto a Dollar Tree clipboard, which, by the way, the Dollar Tree is not the Dollar Tree anymore. It's the $1.25 tree. I guess it was bound to happen. And check out this treasure. This came from a bank. I love it. It has Shaw Walker is the name on it. I guess they produced file cabinets and office furniture, but it's kind of an index holder thing. So again, what would you do with this piece? I'm not sure what I want to do with it, but it's definitely going to be at home on the desk or somewhere. Here's another one of my favorite things. I love little cubbies. And this, I'm not sure where it came from, but is the coolest piece of furniture. It didn't have all those little library card things on it when I got it, but I put those on, and I love that piece, and it will stay with me wherever I go. I consider it to be a real treasure. Remember the organization I did before in the granny room? Well, I'm kind of reorganizing some of that as well, trying to pare it down all the little boxes, but who knows, I may end up keeping a lot of them. We'll see. Also, good storage is this section crate. I like it because it has the handles. Not sure what that's going to be yet, but we'll find out. Originally, this was going to be a room that we taught classes in, and kind of wasn't practical because the sink wasn't there. These are some of my favorite storage pieces. Creative friends Brandy and Tim Wilkins of Upcycled, they made the coolest tiered trays with bread pans and oven pans and put crystal doorknobs on the top. I just love them. I found a use for the encyclopedia box. I put all my transfers in it, and I put it up on the shelf already. The plastic crate that held the transfers before and outgrew will have cleaning supplies in it and be put in a less conspicuous area that people don't see. So here's another mess I'm showing you. What's going to happen here is, of course, the table's going to get cleaned off, and those two little tables are going to get switched. And that's going to give us so much more room in this room. And we can actually start using it again as an office and a sewing room instead of a storage junk, throw it in there room. I can't imagine I'm totally alone in having a mess like this. Don't be shy. It's just time to recognize when it's time to really change things. I've had this piece a long time. We store books, quilts, and lots of mementos. so I'll probably change the hardware on it, but I don't know that I'll do much else. I doubt that this will become a painted piece of furniture. Ben, I've been working really hard. Where's my week? At least a day or two. Thank you so much for watching today. If you like this video, how about giving it a thumbs up and also share it with your friends? If you haven't subscribed, you'll want to do that so you don't miss anything. Visit us at LaVintageDecor.company, and on Instagram we're LaVintageDecor, and on Facebook we're LaVintageDecor Altoona. Stay well.